Hey there, Robin Kesno, RVT, founder of Animal RN, and we're in the car. And being in the car, I just saw something that made me realize maybe I hadn't done a video about it, and that is dogs and cars. And I'm going to dogs specifically instead of cats for this one. So, for a moment, if I'd like you to consider this device right here. This is my seatbelt. Why do I wear a seatbelt? Okay? Number one, it's the law. That's not my number one, but it's the law, okay? Why else do I wear a seatbelt? I wear a seatbelt not because of everyday driving. I wear a seatbelt because the one day, the one moment when something goes wrong, this can help me. This can save me, okay? So now let's translate that to our dogs. Your dog's riding in the car. I hear you that some of you don't want to seatbelt your animals. There are seatbelts that allow them to move. So I want to know why you don't want your animals to be seatbelted in, because there's probably a solution for it that addresses it. Well, I don't want them seatbelted in because I want them to be able to get up and look out the window. They have booster seats for that, and most dog seatbelts are by way of a harness with a bit of a strap. And so they can actually move around. No, they can't come sit in your lap or become a threat to getting underneath your feet. Like when you brake hard and they fall forward and those smaller dogs end up on the floor. I'd like you to consider too, you can't see it, but right here in front of me is my steering wheel. And where my steering wheel is, there is an airbag. There's also one on the passenger side. There are side airbags, but for now we're gonna talk about the passenger side and the driver's side airbag. Think about kids, and I don't have kids. I have nieces and nephews is how I learned this. So if you don't have kids, you can either look this up or you can trust me. There's a warning on there that for yourself, for an adult, we want you to be 10 inches away from this airbag. And the reason why is for your safety in the case it was deployed, so the airbag doesn't cause you more harm than whatever caused the airbag to go off. Okay, and then you have kids, and the kids notice are things like rear-facing car seats. So when you have something small child, small dog, small, and an airbag hits it, it causes damage. And again, we're not talking about riding around. I get that riding to, we're just going to so-and-so's house. I don't know the current statistics, but I remember the statistic the last time I looked it up, that most accidents happen within 3 miles of your home. So when you're just going wherever, that's probably more of the time that you should have the seatbelt than any other time. But for a minute, as somebody who worked in the emergency clinic, as somebody who's seen the nastiness of stuff, I mean, think about human ER nurses. They don't want their kids to ride motorcycles. Not because all motorcycles are bad, but they see what happens when motorcycle riding goes wrong, and it terrifies them. And this is where I'm at for your dogs. I just saw a gentleman, good-looking guy, good-looking car, good-looking dog, dogs hanging out the passenger side of the convertible, up on the window saying hi to me. He's absolutely adorable Frenchie. Made me happy, made me smile. The guy grabs his dog, gives him a kiss, puts him back. But the dog's loose in a convertible. If things go perfectly, there's no problem. Absolutely. It's already happening. Y'all are doing it. It's fine. Until the day it's not. And I worry for your animals. And I just hope that you'll consider. There's so many products out there that clip into your seatbelt. You can use a harness. They have things where they come on and off so fast you can leave the whole thing in your car if you don't want a harness on your dog all the time just for the car ride. There are crates and things like that. We can talk about that, but I know, for the people who are resistant to restraining the dog in the car, the seatbelt is probably my best chance. But even if you just kept them in the back of the car, I feel better. Sometimes it's not the car accident that hurts the dog. Sometimes it's the airbags. Sometimes it's not the car accident or the airbags. It's the fact that the car, whether it's a window is shattered or it rolls or somehow a door is open, and then the animal is loose on the road and they get hurt because they're loose on the road. So again, we're not talking about every day. We're talking about the what if. And so as you take your dog with you to the store, as you take your dog out and about with you, here where we are, the weather is cooler, so dogs are in the car even more often than they were during the summer months because they can be. And I have a go dog. I've always had go dogs. My first and my most recent dogs, they're go dogs. They want to go with me and I want to take them. But we got to do it safely. So please keep that in mind. keep those babies safe. Let's go for a road trip. Let's go.